Hello, this is Mr. Tomkinson. I'm going to be doing a tutorial today on doing notes through Cornell Notes with the PLP, all on the digital format. Basically using your Chromebook, pulling up notes, Cornell Notes, be able to type in the notes and also reading through your PLP. So what I have here, if you have trouble doing that, we also have paper that you can actually do your Cornell Notes on, but since we're kind of moving more towards digital, and when you guys submit your notes, you guys can just send us share it to your Google Drive. We're kind of going to show you how to do it this way. So first of all, I have a PLP right here. What you want to do is actually, you want to pull up is actually a new window. So I'm going to right click on here and I'm going to have a new window right here. So here's a new window. I'm going to click on my Google Drive. And then I already have a folder set up in Google Drive or Earth Science. So we're going to be doing no, this isn't Earth Science, this is biology. So I'm actually going to create a new folder. So I'm going to make a new folder. New folder, we're going to call this biology. Biology 1A, to be specific. We're going to create a folder. All right, so now we got this folder here. I have a couple of already saved templates for Cornell Notes. If you guys have trouble, you can go to Google and just look up Cornell Notes templates. You guys should already have one in your folder though, but if you're having trouble finding one, then you can always just Google one for, Google Docs Cornell Notes, and there'll be one right there and it'll just send right to your docs. So here we have a Cornell Notes right here. I can click on this right here. And what I'm going to do is it already defaults. This one is just a typical template. AP European History is kind of what it said, but I want to save a copy of this. So I'm going to File, I'm going to make a copy, and I want this to be Biology 1A, and I'm going to be doing Unit 2, Lesson 1, What is a cell? Okay, where do I want to save this? I want to save this to my drive, and then I have here Biology 1A. Can click on that, and I can actually create a folder right here. Create a folder, and I'm just going to call this folder Unit 2. Unit 2. I'm going to select that folder here, and select this. Bam. Okay. And we should have a folder pulling up a template right here. Bam. Okay. All right. We are all set now with the Cornell Notes. So what I want to do is I'm going to reduce this down. I'm just going to kind of bring it down here to a minimum, just kind of small. This is with the other window. This allows me to be able to look at this and also take notes at the same time. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger and move this around here just so I can have both areas right there. So I'll just move this over here so I can do some reading. So right here we have is what is a cell? That's our title. So we're going to go over here. First of all, we're going to write our subject right here. The subject is Biology 1A. Chapter and section right here we have Unit 2, Lesson 1. So I'm just going to put Unit 2. I'm going to erase all this here. 2, Lesson 1. Name right here. Hope you don't forget who you are, but Mr. Tomkinson, Neil Tomkinson. Section title. This is going to be the title of what we just went over. So the title of this section is What is a cell? Question mark. All right, so now we have a Cornell Notes. We got it started here. This already has a lot of pre-made stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of this. But this section right here is where you're going to want to put your most important things. And one of those important things is actually vocabulary words. You're not going to be writing the definition. You're going to be doing the definition on this side right here. So right here, you're going to write vocabulary words. And one of our first vocabulary words here is a cell. What is a cell? And then you're basically going to come over here and write down the definition stuff. But we're not going to do that yet. I'm just going to erase all this here. So it's just kind of confuse that. It's going to make it go real small maybe, but no big deal. All right, so as we read through the PLP, we have here we have cell membrane, cytoplasm, eukaryote, nucleoid, nucleus, organelles, prokaryote, and ribosome. So as we read through the PLP, We read through it, and it talks about Chronicles of Narnia, how it's a different world when you open up the closet, just as we do when we look through the cells. We got videos that kind of shows the different types of cells that we're going to be talking over. I'm going to move this, if you just want to just grab this and move this out of the way a little bit. Oh, didn't want that to happen. Oh well. Okay. There we go. That was kind of weird. All right, so here we have cell. A cell is a small unit. It was first named by Robert Hooke, who was looking at a piece of cork underneath a microscope. He called what he saw cells because it reminded me of the cells small, simple rooms monks lived in. Other places besides biology that one may hear the word cell include a gel cell, a terrace cell, or a cell phone. In each of these examples, cells are individual units that make up a whole. So we first talk about is a cell. What is a cell? Well, a cell is, we can go back up with a definition if we want to go there, is a basic unit or building block of life. So we're going to put cell, basic unit or building block of life. That's what a cell is. You can make that a little bullet point if you want, but that's the definition of cell. Cell's our first vocabulary word. Okay? As we go down, what do we know about the cell? What can we do about the cell? What are we reading about the cell? Cell theory says, well, what is a cell theory? That's kind of an important thing here. So cell theory could be an important topic. Cell theory. Anything that's bold, like you see right here how it's bold stated, you want to write that over here in this column. So what is a cell theory? The cell theory basically states three different things. One, all living organisms are composed of one or more cells. Next thing we have is the cell is the basic unit of life. And then 3, all cells come from existing cells. There we go. There's our cell theory. Okay? Cell theory is very important. Cells are like a room you can put that in there, cell theory state. You can, type any notes that come important that you think are important in there. So as we read through here, read about the cells, different types of cells. This little video to watch. You can't really post a video in here, but you can kind of summarize the video of what you want to see in here. Cells have each of the same thing. We have here some important things. Are these any of the vocab words? We have cell membrane. Is that a vocab word? Cell membrane. What else do we have down here in these words? We have hereditary material, organelles, cytoplasm. Are those in here anywhere? We have cytoplasm, organelles. Hereditary material isn't there, but that's DNA, so you can put that somewhere in your notes right here. But there we want to continue moving. We want to go over here and possibly another line down here. You can, if you want, put the vocabulary right here. What's the next word we have? We have is a cell membrane. Cell membrane. What is the cell membrane? Well, go to the definition. A covering on the outside of the cell that protects the cell. Okay. Covering on the outside of a cell that protects the cell. I'm writing this fast. My spelling might be off. You can go back and edit it. Protects the cell. A couple of L's there, a couple of extra L's. Oh, good. There's a spell check there. Cool. All. Yeah, just go through the spell check, go through those, and so forth. So here we've started our Cornell notes. This is it. This is all we have to do Cornell notes. As we go through vocabulary over here, here is the definitions right here. Just 8 covering. And as you keep going down and reading through, you find the most important subject areas. So we have cell theory here. Cell theory you might want to put over here too. Yeah, we have cell theory right here. We have cell theory. Here's our definitions. We can put more vocabulary words there. Now we have our first question here. What is a basic unit of log of life? Well, duh, we just go back to our notes and just find that it's a cell. Oh, again, we just click on cell and so forth. What is a cell theory state? Well, we wrote down all the cell theories. We have it right there. Some of you guys just try skipping to the questions and try answering them, but by having your notes, you have it all there, and we're just answering it right there. A cell or a blank membrane is a covering. Well, what do we talk about? Cell membrane, right? And then we have our vocabulary words right here that just plug into there. So all the notes actually just correspond right directly to the questions. So if you read through and you take notes, you'll be able to answer those questions with no problem. And then you have your notes done. Once that's done, and once you're done with the unit, you can turn all your units into your teacher, and bam, you're finished. And so it's really, really simple. It's a simple thing to do. If you guys didn't know, the Google Drive automatically saves your notes. So if this actually gets clicked out, it automatically save it. So you don't really have to worry about, oh, I've got to push save. So that's what's great about Google Notes, about Google Docs, is it automatically saves it as you go through. So if you have any questions, please ask your teacher about doing Cornell notes. They're very easy. They're very specific. And I mean, not super specific, but you can kind of go with, it's very easy to help you organize your thoughts and what you read. And you can use Cornell notes with any subject matter. Any questions, ask a teacher, and we'll be able to help you out with that. Okay? Thanks for listening to this tutorial. I hope it helped you a little bit. I'm not going to go through the entire lesson because that'll just be given away for free for you guys. But I just wanted to get it started for you guys just so you can basically tell and see how to use Cornell notes. So questions, comments, let our teacher know, and we'll hopefully help you. All right? Thanks, and we will see you later.